Hi everybody, it's Heidi Hope, and we are live for this week's edition of FAQ Friday. And we had some great questions this week. I know that I put the call for questions up a little late today because I had a morning shoot at the studio. And it took me a long time to get that cartwheel just right. So after I perfected it, I went ahead and posted it, and we still got some great questions. So hopefully we'll get to them all this week. I know in the past few weeks we haven't been able to. So let's get started today with our questions. And just a reminder for the following weeks, make sure you post your questions under the main Heidi Hope Photography Facebook page or on Google+ under the call for questions. All the other shares and the little places that comments go, it's hard for us to find all of those. So please leave them on the main business pages, and that keeps us a little bit more organized because it's hard to kind of get everything gathered and prepared for the show, especially during busy season when we're crazy. Okay, so let's go for this week's questions. Brooke was not here on time to pass me my bowl, so my assistant will be here shortly. I will hold my own bowl here, and let's get started. Okay, so how long did it take you to build your prop inventory? Do you buy things specifically for each session? Do you ask parents to sometimes provide? So when I first started the business, I shopped a lot. I had a lot of props for the newborn sessions, need a lot of like baskets and things like that. I almost wish that I didn't spend so much in the beginning because you don't really know what things are going to look like. So I used to go around, you know, let's say Target or Home Goods or whatever. I'd be walking around, I'd be like, oh, a baby would look so cute in that basket. And then I get it here and I try to make it work and it wouldn't really work. And I feel that now that I have more experience, I know much better like what is going to work well. And I would say 75% of the stuff we have in the studio we don't even use. And I kind of reuse the same favorite items. So I keep it really simple, but then we add a lot of variety through like color and texture and, you know, swaddles and hats and headbands and all that good stuff. So as far as for the sessions, most of what you see is ours, even for the family shoots. The only things that we don't provide wardrobe, so clients pick their own wardrobe. We do have a bunch of tutus and like diaper covers and stuff. And then if they had something special that was like a special book that was a favorite book, or if they had like a baby blanket that they wanted to bring in, or if they have a specific sports team. So many of like the sports related items, we don't have all that stuff because everybody has different teams. We have a lot of people travel from all over to our studio. So we don't keep all that stuff in a stock at the studio to use, but everything else you see is ours. And we just built it slowly but surely over time. And I really should have some kind of a sale on all of our props because we have so many that we just don't even use anymore. That would have been good before we moved. All right, thank you. Good question. Brooke is here now, my lovely assistant. Let's pull another question out. We've got, how do you structure commission for your team members who do session premieres for you? So I'm assuming by session premiere you probably mean like the presentation of images. So that is actually done by my husband, Sean. We own the business together. So there's not really a commission structure there. In general, all of our employees are paid either hourly or salaried. So there isn't really commission, except our other lead photographer, Mariah, gets commission on top, but she has a salary, benefits, and all that stuff as well. So we're really not a commission-based business. So hope that answers your question there. Okay. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Just because it's fun and random. This is a great question. I like these the best. It's coffee, and I think that everyone will enjoy me saying coffee too, because of my Rhode Island accent. Coffee ice cream. Do they even have that in other areas? I know it's big around here. Okay. How are you able to do just do sessions weekdays 9 to 5 with working parents? Most of my clients need weekend sessions. I love your work and FAQ Fridays. Thank you. So when I started Heidi Hope Photography, I used to do a few weekend sessions in the very beginning, which I did charge more for. But as our business got busy, it was just crazy because I was working weekends and then I was still working Monday through Friday 9 to 5 too, and that's insane. So I think you can decide to either work weekends or not. That's totally your choice as a business owner. For us, we're predominantly a baby business, so newborns never have a problem coming during the week because they're off on maternity leave anyways in those first 2 weeks of life. Even young babies, it never seems to be a huge conflict. And just in general, I mean, those are the hours that we're open. So people call and they will say like, oh, I need a session on the Saturday. And we say we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. For working families, what we usually do is try to just schedule it either first thing in the morning or in the evening. So it could be like a 4 o'clock shoot. And that way, if somebody needs to take time off of work, they're only taking an hour off of work or 2 hours off of work. So it's not like they have to take a whole day off. But in general, our clients come to us maybe once a year. And so it's a special day for them. They usually like taking the whole day off. They make a special event out of it. And the photo shoot is part of that special memory for them. So they're willing to, make that time investment to come. If they want our portraits, that's when we can service clients. So we have never had a problem with that. And I'm sure that there probably are some people who really can't get out of work during the week and they're not able to book us because of that. But we have enough business, thankfully, that we're able to really maintain those hours and have a really strong business during those hours. Great question. I get that one a lot, actually. Okay. Can you talk about how you started your business relationship with the cupcake store next door to you? What are your best suggestions for starting symbiotic business relationships? I'm having trouble knowing what to offer what businesses in my area and how. P.S. Your pajama jeans do look awesome. Thanks for making my Friday. So by the way, these are not pajama jeans. I don't have pajama jeans, but I would like some. I should look up where to get. Can't you get them? I like Bed Bath & Beyond, as seen on TV. Okay. No, these are the real thing, and I'm just super flexible. Okay. That's a fact for you. So to start that business relationship with Sweet Indulgence, my mom actually started that relationship because I started doing cake smashes, I guess 5 or 6 years ago, and I was like starting to get kind of creative with them, and there wasn't a lot of that in our area yet, and so she kept sending messages to Carrie, the owner of Sweet Indulgence, on Facebook, and was like, do you do little cakes for cake smashes? Because my daughter Heidi is doing these first birthday sessions. You have to check them out. And at the time, there was nothing like that. So she was like, oh my God, these are amazing. And so one day she just showed up at our studio and she's like, I had to come in and see who this Heidi Hope was because your mother keeps sending me messages on Facebook. And then she saw all my work and we totally hit it off. Our styles are very much the same and we have worked together ever since. So that was sort of a weird way to start a business relationship. I do not recommend you getting your mother involved. Usually that is not a good thing. But so other businesses relationships that I have formed really have been about approaching the business and talking about what I could do for them. So as all business owners are very busy, especially established businesses. New businesses, they want to pair up for everything. They have a lot of time on their hands because they don't have a strong business yet. When you have a strong business, you are up to your eyeballs in work. And so you really don't have time. And not only that, you do have a lot of people approaching you too. Tons of people want to work together. And so you really need to choose your business relationships wisely. So if you're approaching a business who has a much stronger base and business than you, if you're just starting out, you really need to talk about what you can do for them, some kind of value that you can provide to their customers. So things that we've done in the past is just offering to gift their customers with something special or offering to do a display in their office. Those are some ways to get started, but definitely anytime you speak to another business owner, the first thing you should do, you need to put your best professional foot forward, have a plan, know exactly what you're going to offer them, and approach them, and that's going to be unique to their business. So really think about their business, who their target market is, and what you could do to benefit them as a business and their customer base. Okay, good questions this week. Get another one here. Thank you, Brooke. Do you play music during your sessions? At the studio, yes. We just play Pandora, and we switch it up. Like if it's a newborn, it'll be like relaxing Pandora. If it's a first birthday, it will be like Elizabeth Mitchell. coming on right now, actually. Can you turn that off? That was so weird. I had that muted. And then, yeah, if we're outside, then no, we don't play music outside. So indoor sessions, yes, there's like background music, but nothing special. And with little kids, I want their attention on me, and I feel like if music is loud, and I'm trying to be my crazy self, that they don't pay as much attention to me when they like have a song on the side. It's kind of like too much stimulation. So we keep it like soft background music, so it's a fun environment, but really I want them like focusing on me and the crazy noises that are coming out of my mouth. Okay. Okay. Danielle Stevens asks, how do you get your hanging decorations to look amazing without any horrible shadows and keep the babies from pulling them down? So this is a good question. Well, first, we have very soft, even light in our studio, and you can even see that on me. Like, so this is just a lie. This is no photoshopping, obviously. It's through the computer's camera, and I'm pretty evenly lit. And if you look behind me, there's really a very low shadow. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit there, but it's not a dramatic shadow. That is because I have soft, even light. We have windows all the way around the whole studio. We have everything white, and the floors are light, and so everything's like a giant reflector in here. So when you have soft light like that, you are not going to get hard shadows. One thing you can do if you're getting hard shadows is you could try to bring a reflector in on the other side of your set to kind of bounce some light to fill the shadows in those areas. But really, it's our lighting that does that. It's no magic trick from us. And as far as the babies pulling them down, they always want to pull them down. So we just try to distract them with the cake as fast as possible so that they don't tear the whole set down. And sometimes we have to remove stuff out of the set if they're more interested in the set than in the cake. That's a great question. Okay, I think this is our last one. It's our last one. Hi, thanks for answering my question last week. I have another one. Before you had your first studio, did you have clients come to your home for sessions, or did you travel to their homes? So when I started Heidi Hope Photography, Sean and I had like a 1,000 square foot condo in a not nice area of Worcester, Massachusetts. So I would have not had clients come to my home because they might have been scared. No, I still like it separate anyways, but I traveled. I traveled to their houses. So we still occasionally do travel to clients' homes as well and on location. So we still do travel for sessions, but the majority of people come to our studio because it's actually easier for them. They can come here, and it's like they don't have to worry about the house being clean. They don't have to worry about the light. They, whatever. They can bring the kids. It's like 1 hour, and then they can leave it all behind. But we do go outdoors and things like that. So as far as on-location newborn sessions, yes, I used to pack everything. So the beanbag, the background stands, all the blankets, all the baskets, the props, and if I go on location for a newborn, which I still do occasionally, I go to Boston pretty often, I am like, my whole Jeep is full from front to back with stuff. So traveling newborn sessions are exhausting. It's like a full day thing. But yeah, that's what I did for about 2 years. And even in the first year of having our studio, I still traveled much more than clients came to me. But now it's like 90% of clients coming to us, and then sometimes we still go out on location. And this time of year, we go on location more because it's just better light and better weather and all that good stuff. So these were fantastic questions this week. Thank you so much, everybody. We will be back next Friday. It will be at the regular time of 2 p.m. because I know I'm confusing everyone lately, changing the time up. So we'll be back next Friday. Keep an eye out on Facebook, and you can see the replay of this on our learning blog, HeidiHope.com/learning. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter because we have a few big announcements coming in the next couple of weeks, and you don't want to miss them. So head on over to HeidiHope.com/learning, and you can sign up for our newsletter there. Thanks, everybody, and have a great weekend. Bye.